Alright, welcome to my next video, and it's about how to properly defend yourself against solo attacks or rallies. First off, we're going to start with the talents. I like to have a good overall build because I can counter pretty much any formation or troop type they're going to send at me. So I choose stuff like the army attack, the army defense, the army health, and all the way at the bottom here I chose to go for squad health full, and then pick the ranged offense, cavalry offense and infantry offense all the way to full, and put the rest of my points in squad defense because I prefer attack over defense. This ties into the next point about defending, that is you wear the proper gear. And with proper gear I mean the war gear, because if you don't wear war gear you're pretty much fighting, you're not gonna win most likely. So personally, same with the talents, I go for good stuff or stuff that gives me overall good army stuff, like army attack, army HP, like the burning scroll here. And let me look, the frostwing shield gives you army defense and army HP. And same with the jewels I put in. Most of the time I go for the attack jewels, cavalry attack, range attack. Well, this is not a good example, but let me check. I think this one. And that's the cavalry attack, infantry attack and range attack, so it complements all three of my troop types, and I can't be countered really easily with a certain troop type they're gonna send at me, so I can defend pretty much anything. This goes into the next. Hang on, there's a phone call. Right, this goes into my next point, and that's about heroes. And if you click on your wall, it says station at the left side. Go away. Station. Click on that, and here you can select the heroes you're gonna put on your wall. Same with the talents and the gear. I chose to go the entire spectrum with infantry, cavalry and ranged, so I don't focus on one troop type. You can, on the right side, you can see what you have deployed and what it will do to your army. So I have the cavalry max HP, army attack, stuff like that. Just an overall good setup. Also make sure that if you getting attacked, make sure your leader is at your base and not in shelter or in a rally or whatever, because if you get attacked with your leader not in your base or on your wall, you will be you won't have your talents to back you, and your gear also won't make a difference. So make sure to have him at your base. Next up, we're gonna talk about formations. If you're getting attacked by and you see the guy or the girl attacking you has like a certain troop type gear, make sure you already put in your counter formation. So if you see he's wearing infantry, make sure you are in cavalry mode, or cavalry phalanx or wedge. But to defend, I personally use the phalanxes only. So infantry counters ranged, ranged counters cavalry, and cavalry counters infantry. So make sure or try to anticipate at what they're sending and already put in the formation. Also, what I always do is, if I think I'm getting attacked, I open a lot of resources. So if I get lots of wounded or something, I just already have the resources open, so I can just go into my infirmary and quickly press heal all and start the healing process, and so I can speed it up pretty quickly, because maybe they're sending like waves after waves and you want to quickly heal your troops back up. to avoid your infirmaries filling up all the way to the top. Okay, next up I have I always shelter my lowest tier and my siege in my shelter, because I don't want them to fill up my infirmaries while they pretty much are not doing anything in the defense, unless you have like millions of tier 1. But if you're like me, you have like a couple thousand of those to gather or as a meat shield. I just put them in my shelter so to avoid them filling up unnecessary space in my infirmaries, and I have more space to accommodate my tier 3. Okay, next, let me look. Yeah, if you think you only you can take like 1 or 2 hits, be ready to port or shield, because if you're getting attacked wave after wave after wave, and you won't be able to properly defend it, and your infirmaries will be filled up pretty quickly. Just be sure, if you don't have Battle Fury, you can quickly shield, know where your shield is, and don't panic. That's the most important thing. Don't panic and just quickly shield or randomly teleport. If you randomly teleport, though, if an army is marching towards your castle, if you teleport, that army will instantly attack you. So be ready for that, and so you won't be caught off guard and fill up your infirmary again. Okay, once an army is marching towards you, also check at the incoming army screen what they're sending, what troop type. Change your formation again if it's needed, if you didn't guess it correctly the first time. So you can do more damage and take less damage. Alright, on to some tips and tricks. Okay, first one is the Wonder Province trick. Works really good if you're holding a prisoner or something and you're certain you're gonna get attacked. Port into the Wonder Province, and if you fail on a defense, you will be ported away immediately. Even if there's like 5 armies marching towards you, only the first one, or the one that makes you fail, will port you away, and all the other attacks will cancel and they won't even attack you. So you can use that to your advantage. Another thing you can use your advantage is if you're getting attacked and you port away, you will be attacked instantly. If someone is sending an army, you don't have to want to wait for I don't know how long or something, and you're certain you're gonna win. Randomly port, take the hit, and they don't even know where you are to follow up with an attack. Next one is sending out your troops. If you're getting attacked and you won't be able to defend anymore, and you can't shelter or shield or whatever quick enough, send out your troops really far away towards a node. Check a big random spot. Like go together, put in a lot of troops, and you can see the walking time is 15 minutes. You walk there, you can't be attacked, you cancel halfway through or something. By the time your troops will be back, your Battle Fury will have dropped and you can shield even while they're still walking. So you can use that. Another one I never used, but I've heard people talk about it, is if you're getting attacked and you want to quickly heal up your wall. It's a bit expensive to use and my walls suck, so I won't use it anyway, but I don't know, if someone want to use it, you can do that. Next one I already talked about is quick healing your troops. Have lots of resources open, and just someone attacks, quickly heal your troops, speed it up with gems or speed ups, and take the next hit with the same amount of troops the first hit you took. Alright, if you're getting rallied, you should, and you can't take it, just port away or shield late. If you want to port away really late, you're gonna waste probably. You're gonna make the attacker waste speed ups to speed their troops towards the rally. So that's always good. If you can't take a hit, at least you make them waste stuff. And always, well, that's not really a tip, but basically, anytime you think you're gonna defend it, defend a hit, ask for reinforcements and say what troop type you want. Because people will have to ask, well, what troop type do you want, and it only takes time. So just say reinforce me with ranged or whatever, overall mixed. Also, something you use or you probably have to use is switch out your anti-scout for attack or defense boost. You always gotta have anti-scout up anyway, so but you can't use them both at the same time. You can't use army attack and anti-scout at the same time. So switch it out just before the hit, and hopefully and you can do more damage that way. So be sure to have anti-scout up at all times, and quickly switch out for army attack or army defense. I'll be making a video about the difference between army attack and army defense in the future, so I will explain further then. Right, and I have, you always gotta be calm and think quickly, because if you freeze up during an attack and you start to panic and you start clicking through stuff and you won't be able to heal or whatever, just be calm and be ready for anything. Well, that's about it basically. So yeah, I'll be making more videos about the formations and the army defense and army attack, the differences, and hopefully see you next time. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.